And top of the news at 5:30, the town of West Seneca is taking a major step forward in their development, expanding and enticing new residents.
A new neighborhood's being built. The site of the old Seneca Mall is being redeveloped, and a large dairy facility is undergoing a multi-million-dollar expansion there. We are joined now by Town Supervisor Gary Dixon. Thank you so much for being here, Supervisor.
Thank you for having me.
Let's start with Seneca Mall site. Any updates there since we last saw you?
So they have been to the town board to rezone the site. I'm aware that there's some movement in do some final contracts with especially the largest tenant, a well-known big box store that unfortunately I'm not at liberty to say which one.
To ask.
Of course, it's one of the probably poorest kept secrets in town, but that's okay. So yeah, the next step would be for them to go to the planning board. We're not quite sure when that's going to be, but it's very exciting.
Should residents expect any movement out there this summer in terms of either the announcement and/or any shovels in the ground out there?
Well, they have been doing some environmental studies to check on the status of the infrastructure, et cetera. Hopefully this summer that we'll see at least them going to the planning board, if not making some announcements as to tenants.
Great.
All right, let's talk about the dairy facility expansion. We had UNC Dairy on a couple weeks ago. It was over $100 million. They're building this brand new facility. They say more people want protein, and that includes cottage cheese and more yogurt out there. How excited are you, the town supervisor, to be in the town where this is expanding, and what are the talks you've had with them?
Well, we're, of course, very excited to see them expanding in town, just as when Rosina was expanding also on Clinton. This is a, enormous expansion. We're glad that they have confidence in our industrial park. They do have some issues that they're working out with the Erie County Water Authority as well as the Erie County Sewer District, but we expect them to, that all to be resolved, and we're very happy and looking forward to this expansion.
We were talking about this during the break, and maybe the last two answers that you provided in terms of the development, new businesses, and this expansion could lead to the answer as to why. There are many communities across Western New York, Gary, and you know this just about as good as anybody, that are having to raise taxes, property taxes, whatever. Big time. I mean, we're talking double digits in some cases. Dunkirk, you're talking about dozens of percentage points there. That's kind of an extreme case. But in West Seneca, you guys are keeping things the same. How are you able to do that?
Well, I mean, that's true. The town residents are paying the same town taxes that they paid in 2020. And we've done that through a combination of, as you said, economic development, controlling our costs, and frankly, having some of the best town employees in Western New York, particularly our highway department and our police department. So, just paying attention to what things are spent on, and letting the developers know that we are open to reasonable and intelligent development.
That's big.
I mean, the services that are provided in West Seneca, the streets that are plowed, the garbage that's picked up, that has kind of stayed the same. Have you, grown or lost in that department at all? I mean, if you're keeping taxes the same, how have those things changed over the years?
Well, the services themselves have, if anything, improved. To take our highway department, for example, he does have a few fewer employees than his predecessor had, but he is such a capable leader, Brian Adams, that he's getting more work out of them, or they are contributing to the town in ways that perhaps they didn't quite so much in the past. Plus, I mean, we have a brand new splash pad, we have a brand new inclusive playground. Those are bursting at the seams. Our senior center is insanely popular. We're actually going through our playgrounds. We're replacing all of our playground equipment over the next couple of years. We have a new bike track. So yeah, economic development definitely plays a role, but so does controlling costs.
I'm curious how you kind of reserve that mentality as you go into the future. You just rattled off a lengthy list of really positive things that are going on, but you have to pay attention to the details, right? To maintain that tax level, to maintain still an attractive community for people to move to. How are you mindful, though, because you don't just want to open it up completely and then you run into a situation where you're overdeveloped? How do you balance that while keeping the services that residents need with the quality of life they expect?
Well, luckily, we have a town board that is very cognizant, shares the same goals that I do. And we don't approve everything. We have denied, for example, a car wash. We denied a apartment complex on Clinton. So we look at all requests for development with a jaundiced eye, shall we say. Certainly paying attention to the effect that it has on our sewer system, which we are doing a lot of work on. We have, like many towns, a consent order with a DEC. So we're doing a lot of work with that. And hopefully this is starting to be reflected in the, definitely we have fewer calls about sewer backups and things like that. So I think that's starting to have a positive effect also.
Great.
All right, Town Supervisor Gary Dixon, thank you so much. And I do want to mention, we're being told to wrap, but the town pool is opening for the summer, and you said you have plenty of lifeguards for that as well.
Yep, we have. It opens at the end of the. We hope to open it at the end of the month, and we do have enough lifeguards. So thank you, everybody who's working for us.
Nice. Gary, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.